Welcome back to Self-Love Studios with Amanda Holland, a space where you'll find encouragement, steady support, and reminders of your worth when you need them most. Today, I want to talk about emotional boundaries. And I think this topic gets misunderstood a lot. When people hear the word boundaries, they sometimes imagine becoming cold, distant, guarded, or difficult to reach. But healthy emotional boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about learning where you end and someone else begins. A lot of caring people struggle with this without even realizing it. The following signs may indicate that you are not protecting your emotional energy. You might have a strong sense of responsibility to keep everyone okay. You tend to absorb tension in the room almost automatically when you walk in. Conversations and conflicts replay in your mind long after they're over. Saying yes becomes easier than disappointing someone even when exhaustion is already setting in. Over time, that emotional load adds up in your system. And eventually, even the kindest people can start feeling resentful, overwhelmed, emotionally numb, or constantly drained. But it's not your fault. You didn't stop caring. You have just been carrying more emotional weight than you were meant to hold. Healthy emotional boundaries help create balance. They allow you to care about people without taking responsibility for their every emotion. That distinction matters, because empathy and responsibility are not the same thing. You can love someone deeply and still recognize that their emotions are theirs to manage. You can support someone without sacrificing your own mental and emotional well-being in the process. And for many people, this feels uncomfortable at first, especially if you are someone who naturally steps into caretaker roles, avoids conflict, or feels guilty when other people are disappointed. Sometimes boundaries feel uncomfortable, not because they are wrong, but because they are unfamiliar. That's important to understand. Your nervous system gets used to patterns, and if you've spent years prioritizing everyone else first, choosing yourself may initially feel selfish, even when it's healthy. But protecting your peace is not selfish. It's part of maintaining your emotional health. Boundaries can look very simple in everyday life. Can sound like, I can't take that on right now, or I need some quiet tonight, or even, I care about you but I can't carry this conversation for hours today. Healthy boundaries are usually much calmer than people imagine. They are not about punishment. They are not about controlling others. They are about being honest about your capacity. And something else worth remembering is this: the people who benefit most from your lack of boundaries may not always like it when you begin setting them. That does not mean you are doing something wrong. Sometimes people are simply adjusting to a healthier version of you. And healthy relationships can survive honesty, limits, and respectful space. In fact, boundaries often improve relationships because resentment has less room to build. You begin showing up more intentionally instead of from exhaustion. But if setting emotional boundaries feels difficult for you, then you can start small. Start by noticing when you feel emotionally overloaded. Notice where guilt shows up. Notice when you agree to things you do not have the energy for. Awareness comes before change. And every small moment of honesty with yourself matters. Take a mindful moment to listen to the music and reflect on this concept. Thank you for taking this time for yourself. Your peace, energy, and emotional well-being deserve care too. If this helped you better understand emotional boundaries or gave you language for something you've been feeling, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be here with more grounded conversations about self-care, emotional health, and personal growth whenever you need them. I'll see you in the next video.